We got really lucky in this very remote part of PNG. We had a number of phenomenal experiences in the local village here with the local people. Maybe just keep in mind as this video goes on that this is a very remote area and the local people here don't have any essential services. There's no shops, there is no outside assistance whatsoever. I just randomly got incredibly lucky when I went spearing with the local fellas. Amazing experience, best I've ever had. In this video we go up to the local school and to see how we can help out and what they might need. We also got the pleasure of seeing these fellas fix up their sailing dugout canoe. We continued on with our distribution of reading glasses and went and seen these fellas make their sago palm flour. We sailed 20 nautical miles to the west and got to a new village and also a new language. Once we anchored up outside the village, we went ashore and had a chat to the chief, Mary and David. Great people there, and we had a chat to them about the reading glasses we might be able to help out with and maybe even visit the school. While we were there, the local fellas were fixing up one of the sailing dugout canoes. There's two in this village. These sailing canoes are vital. Not only are they the transport, they're using them for fishing, they're getting the kids to school, they're absolutely vital, even from a communications point of view. Getting invited to go out spearfishing with these local fellas and do traditional spearfishing was one of the most phenomenal experiences I've ever had. Truly amazing. Prior to going out, they get a tree root that grows in the fresh water. They bash it up into a pulp and then they dive down and sort of wave it around. There's a residue that comes off it that looks a bit like a cloud, and after a little while the red emperor just start floating out because they're temporarily paralysed. Mind you, it still wasn't easy for these fellas. There was a fair bit of current and they haven't got much gear. They just sort of got to get in there and get the job done. They're not sort of doing this for giggles, they're doing it for sport, they're doing it to feed the village. I was lucky enough to get out a couple of times spearing with these local fellas. They do mix it up, you know, one time they'll do this type of spearing in one area, then they travel to another area, so to keep it sustainable, and they do mix it up as much as they can. They even spear in different depths of water to attract different fish. Once they'd got what they needed fish-wise, they probably got 25 fish in 30 minutes. That was it. We all went back. Fortunately, we had an aluminium hand spear I could give to the local village because they obviously needed a lot more than what we did. The young blokes jumped at the opportunity to get out with their new hand spear. Different area, different depth, different species this time. The one thing that really stood out for me was how much fun these guys have. They haven't forgotten how to have fun. They absolutely love what they do. They're all having a laugh with each other. They stir each other up. They still get the job done, but they genuinely enjoy life, and maybe that's something in the more developed countries we could sort of maybe take a lesson from, because these guys are still, they still know how to enjoy themselves. Never seen eyes look into me as you do tonight. And honey, I've been racing the wind like a bird, been chasing the wealth of the world. This is how they cook the fish and also the pig they caught. We asked the chief if we could get up to the school and see what we might be able to do for them, and we always enjoy these visits to the schools. The kids are fantastic. If you'd hate the ocean, did get a bit of a shock at this school. There was 60 kids enrolled, no chalk, no books, and only had the 4 pencils and sand floor. But anyway, we were able to sort a lot of things out here, and hopefully we did some good, and hopefully the kids can go forward. We got lucky with this one. We walked to the other side of the islands to see what was going on over there, and we ran into these guys making sago flour out of sago palm. Gee, they work hard to make this flour, but they use it in the village, and they also give it to the kids to take to school through the week. My understanding is that there's no real nutritional value in sago flour, but it's very, very dry here at the moment, and they are struggling for food, so a sago flour ends up being reasonably important just to fill everyone up, I think. When they cut down the sago palm, they're just not using it for flour. They're using the bark for wall cladding for their houses. They're using the leaves for the roofs of their houses. Nothing is wasted here. Everything is used.
Tell me where we go from here.
Turned out that this was the last village we did reading glasses in, and turned out it was 523 pairs for the year, so that's a good result for us. We didn't come home with any. On returning the 5 mile from the adjacent village after doing the reading glasses, we're asked to give a few people a lift back. 7 people and 1 chook, but the dinghy did real well. At least we complain at that sort of speed with that many people with this tender.
We lost too many passengers on board.
As you can see, these villages are what we would call reasonably basic, but the people are happy and everything's super clean and tidy.
You can tell them, you have to tell a story to each other.
Good morning.
We're the
How are
first
you?
boat to anchor in this area since the 90s, and we thought we'd show our appreciation for the hospitality that the village has shown us. We are conscious of the fact of what we've got, and we don't want to be a smart ass about that, but we thought if we invite them out for a cup of coffee and the kids could do some colouring in, that, it's just, I think it's good for the village and good for the people, and hopefully we got that right. As you can see, everybody in the village has a job to do, pretty much from the top down. Even the kids do jobs, so that's why the village is so clean and tidy. Everyone contributes. It really is a good system, and they just have a good time while they're doing it anyway, while they're contributing. While we were in PNG, it was incredibly dry and the people were struggling for water. They were pretty much just surviving on a brackish water or some coconut water. So we started making them water and giving the village water, but gee, I hope that doesn't overstate what we were doing, because if we weren't there, they'd just survive on their coconut water and their normal water. They really didn't need us, but anyway, we thought we were helping out.
'Cause you are my baby. 이 세상 그 누구보다 더 소중한데. 내일은 친구 말고 연인 사이. 'Cause you are my baby.
Obviously, it's a traditional way of life here in PNG, and we have to accept a few things that we don't normally see in Australia, like the turtles. They caught a couple of turtles while we were there, but at the end of the day, it's just survival for these guys, and it's a traditional way of fishing, so we accept that.
많은 얘기가 마주보고 하긴 어색한 마음 하얀 종이 위에 펜이 닿았으니 용기내 써내려가 볼게.
This is another part of what we do, is sharpening tools, whether it be spears or knives or axes. Doesn't really matter as long as we can get something sorted for them to make their life easier. They don't have access to electricity, obviously, so therefore power tools, battery tools are all out the window. So if they're lucky, they've got a file.
그 어떤 세련된 말로도 대신 못해. 사실 달려가 너를 안고 싶어. 'Cause you are my baby. 어떤 표정들을 지을까.
As a rule, we do a movie of the village, maybe the school if there's a school, or a clinic if there's a clinic, and we go ashore and play that movie on a small projector with a big roll-out screen. Lisa makes a heap of popcorn and we go ashore and show the movie. We end up showing it a few times because they're pretty excited, because keep in mind these people don't get to see themselves because there's no screens, there's no mirrors, there's nothing like that, so they get a giggle at each other as well.